All right, we don't have to speculate now because we know now that Canelo just doesn't want to fight Benavidez. And he's very contradicting on why he's not going to fight Benavidez. And it is what it is. I was a big fan of Canelo. I'm still a fan of Canelo, but I'm more of a fan of boxing than anything else. And I'm going to say how it is. There are a lot of Canelo fanboys. There are a lot of people that praise Canelo just because they love him so much, and I get it. You have to be passionate, but I rather be passionate for the sport of boxing than anything else. He says that the only thing Benavidez brings to the table is 25 pounds more on fight night. Last I recall, when Floyd offered Canelo the fight, I think Canelo outweighed Floyd by 20 to 25 pounds. He rehydrated to a crazy amount after weighing in at 150. I think it was 152 catch weight. And when he says that Benavidez doesn't bring anything to the table, it's just, if you look at the whole record of Canelo, there are some fights, not all, some fights that wouldn't bring anything. I mean, absolutely. I mean, if we're talking about bringing anything to the table, Amir Khan, Yildirim, Chavez Jr. I mean, and we can keep going on, right? And I was having this debate with someone on Twitter because the Canelo fanboys will try to get, like, will try to reach and try to grab anything just to defend Canelo not fighting Benavidez, right? And I'll tell you here in a second why I'm fine with him not fighting Benavidez in the end if he chooses not to. But I was fighting with this, not fighting, but I was having this argument on Twitter with this one guy saying that that he fought that Benavidez, that the WBC needs to order the fight in order to Canelo to fight Benavidez. It being mandatory doesn't matter if it's not ordered. And I'm like, hold on now. You mean to tell me that Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC president, wants to pressure Canelo into vacating a belt? You're telling me that the WBC, that makes so much money from Canelo, wants to strip him if they were to order that fight and strip him if he doesn't? Is that what you mean to tell me? So based on all of this, right, the WBC is going to have to do that because of the pressure from the people. And that's why we need to pressure boxers to fight each other. And another argument that they bring is Mayweather fought Pacquiao 5 years too late, and you guys are complaining about Canelo not fighting Benavidez? Just because Mayweather fought Pacquiao way too late doesn't mean it's right. He received criticism. He doesn't get full credit for the fight, at least not in my books. I don't give him full credit for beating Manny Pacquiao at that age because I believe it happened 5 years too late. Everybody wanted the fight when it was supposed to be very competitive, not 5 years too late. They made a whole bunch of money, but that doesn't benefit me or you. That benefits the fighters. What benefits me and you is to see great fights. And if that doesn't happen, if we don't push for the big fights, sadly, it's not going to happen, right? And the only reason I'm okay if he doesn't fight Benavidez, and I think it will have a little star on his record, is because Benavidez has been probably the number one or number two, arguably, in the 168 pound. He's had his issues with drugs, missing weight, things like that. But if Canelo really wanted to make the fight, he would have made the fight a long time ago. Because Chavez Jr. was very was very inconsistent, right? Whenever he fought Lara, he told Golden Boy, "Hey, I want to fight this guy. I don't care what you guys think. I want to fight that guy because I want to shut his mouth up." But for some reason, it's not the same energy with Benavidez. Maybe Canelo wants to milk the fight even more, so they do give him 150, $200 million with all the back end money with the pay-per-view. Who knows? Maybe Canelo's leveraging. Maybe he is gonna fight Benavidez in the future, but it doesn't benefit him because Benavidez is only getting better, right? And so I just believe that, or if Canelo doesn't fight Benavidez, I'm listen. At the end of the day, I'm okay with that. I just don't want him to be claiming he's the best at 168 and the best pound for pound. Because if you're going to claim that, you have to beat the best in your division. Point blank, period. No matter if he's bringing anything to the table, if this and that and that. There's so many excuses. And what the Canelo fanboys don't like to do is have a conversation on all of their arguments. Because all of their arguments do not stand on 4 legs. It only stands on 2 or 3 legs, and they just cannot. It doesn't happen. Like I said, I'm a fan of boxing, not a fanboy of Canelo. I respect Canelo. I know all his achievements, but in the sport, you have to, fight the best among your division. So that's my point of view.